GL25 BUS, a Volvo B8L, MTV Evo Settee, leaving after finishing the C63. And just behind it, BU09 JZT 1271, Swindon's bus company E200, leaving. Pulling in also YT65 BYR on the C52 from Cheltenham Racecourse Park and Ride. And the vehicle off the C62, 1279. Another ADL Enviro 400, Dennis Trident 2, ex-National Express West Midlands, now with Go South Coast. That one being BX09 PGY 1279. And swinging in off the far side, UK17 PUL, a Plaxton coach. Arriving in on the C54 from Minety. Running bang on time. And coming out after finishing the C77, I've just missed the number plate, but it's another Plaxton coach. This C77, of course, coming from Burford and Carterson. I've also got an ex-National Express West Midlands, now with Pullham's coaches, behind me, but we'll let this leave first. GB71 PUL, off back to Bourton-on-the-Water depot. And swinging in behind us is BX09 PGU. Go Oxford Bus Group, E400 Dennis Trident 2, arriving in on the C59X with Mo at the helm. And coming in off a C5 YN55 NHM 378, and with private hire on the blind, but doing the C5 WX08 SXG 521. So yeah, apparently the right solar, just there, 521, doesn't have the C5 blind, which I find weird, and it doesn't even have like a Swindon's blind on it. I find that quite peculiar. I think it does, but hey ho. And City of Truro has rocked up, 379 Omnidecker, YN55 NHO, back to the depot. And coming out is Pullham's YW25 FNN 80618, coming in after finishing the C64 from Eastington. Following that is YX75KXE, going not in service after, I believe, finishing the C71. And coming in, BX09 PDV 1272 on the C7 from Highworth, flashing away from the driver. And easily navigated the college GB70 PUL, which is now leaving not in service, back to the Staverton depot after completing the C69 from Stroud. That one being a Plaxton Leopard. Another two buses in the distance. The first one is HW63FGO ex-Salisbury Reds 1573 on the C6 from Stanford. Coming in now, YN55 NHD Earl of Devon 371 on the C53 from Royal Wootton Bassett, and behind that is the lone vehicle LF73 DXZ Volvo BZL electric in on the C51 with stupid blinds and a double door chassis. Now this 882 driver has done amazingly well. He is bang on time on the school run. SN63 MYA 36928. Oh, it's Shona on the 882 for Kemble. And shortly behind that is the C1 YN55 NHJ 375 in from Rushy Platt and Freshbrook, with YT65 BYR leaving not in service back to Staverton. Just shows you how bad it is for coaches and buses to leave the college. And over on the far side, YW25FNN off back to the depot. Now UK17 PUL has been held up there due to this van here, but he is there and he has dropped off significantly well. Never mind though, in the distance over there is the C4 from Coat, BX09 PGK I believe it is, we'll see that when we see that. BX09 PGK 1277 and of course UK17 PUL not in service. Apologising for not being in service. I don't really like it when they do that, but hey ho. And out comes Mo for Cirencester Town Centre on his C59X, but an Irizar i6 with Barnes. He's got it all wrong here. YN18 at ZNP on BE14 apparently. Very tight there. And Mo can slip in behind in BX09 PGU off for town. There he is. On 80957. And Shona very well navigating Deer Park School grounds there on the 882, running about 3 minutes late. Back off to Kemble now. YN55 NHM Earl of Mount Edgecombe 378 now leaving. And being let in is PU24 HAM C68 from Stow on the Wold. But a Volvo Claxton Leopard. And out pops the right Solar. Does it still say private on it? I don't know. It's 521 again. WX08 SXG. Now not in service, blind. So BX09 PDV 1272 has put on a special blind, so we'll see that in a second. Very nice driver at the helm there. And as you might be able to see, the C67 has snuck up behind me, BU75WRO, tracking slightly as YW25FNL, which was actually on the C65. We'll record this and then it'll be the end of the video. Now leaving as well, HW65FGO 1573, not in service, back to, well, you bloody guessed it, Swindon. Clues it's sort of in the company name. Now BU75WRO is going to let a few cars go. Here he is, stupid driver. Absolutely, I hate this one with a passion. And I have spotted the C65 in the distance. Now it isn't Andy at the helm, but that's the real YW25FNL. Must got caught up in heavy traffic now. I've got 4 minutes before I'm needed at my lesson, so I'll record this and quickly make a move. Thank you very much for watching this very quick bus spotting session this morning before college. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. Now leaving is the Barnes coach. I'm going to say that two-tone was for me. I know it wasn't, but I'm going to say it was for me. Oh, he's struggling. Come on, mate, straighten your steering wheel and you'll be golden. You'll be swimming in it. And that was YN18ZNP. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I need to get to my lesson now, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more videos just like this every single day at 6 PM UK time. Probably. Sometimes it stretches to 6:30 or 7, but as close as possible. And now leaving, not in service, GB71PUL after finishing the C77, I believe. Now, yes, I remember I did an outro on this video, but hey-ho, we're going to film some more. YN55 NHD 371 coming in on a C3 from Oakhurst. So we've got GB70 PUL just gone past me here, operating on the C69, I believe it said. Can't be, it's come the wrong, oh no, it has come the right way. C69. Now, the C65 did just drive past me, and the C64. But I missed both of them. And we also have BX09 PHA 1280 on the C62. C62, of course, comes in from Malmesbury and Yates. And arriving 10 minutes early and leaving like 8 minutes early, it's GL25 BUS on the C63. C8 coming in from Bridgemead, BX09 PDY 1273. And WDD 194 on a school run, I presume. And YN55 NHJ, followed by HF58 HTP, both on the C5. Whipping out YN55 NHG 371 with the Swindon's bus coming in blind and the legend driver. So the rear blind on the Exmoor bus Omnicities actually says the entire destination. I didn't realise. I don't know, but yeah, it does. She's struggling to get in, but there you go. And we've got a DAF. And now leaving is Andy, YW25 FNL, after finishing the C65. YT65 BYR, Swanbrook Irazar on the C52. And shortly behind that is BX09 PGK 1277 on the C10 from Lydiard's, and the quieter version of the C3. Which honestly, I don't know why people from the C3 don't get the C10, but maybe one was late, I don't know. Because they are meant to leave Oakhurst at the exact same time. And now leaving, it's a wannabe YW25 FNL, because its tracking is that. It's the white Volvo B8L MCV Evo SETI BU75WRO on the C64 from Eastington to Cirencester College. Now leaving with the blind still activated. No, not in service blind. And the coach that's shortly behind it was operating the C69 GB70 PUL, leaving again. Off back to the depot. And a bus on the other side, YN55 NHL 377 on the C2 from the link. And also behind this DAF, there is the C59X with Mo at the helm. We'll be sure to film that because he's in bang on time, very nice. Not in service now leaving, BX09 PHA 1280. C1 coming through, YN55 NHO 379. And again, BUW5 WRO back off to the depot. She goes a stupid way on her dead run, but hey ho. UK 17 PUL again, here on the C54 from Minety. A lovely Volvo B8R, Plaxton Leopard. And here's the funky BX09 with the white side blind. BX09 PDY 1279, not in service. And here's YN55 NHJ 375 back out. C51 coming in, LF73 DXZ. YT65 BYR back off to depot with a lovely kickdown. And now if we slowly spin around the camera, we have another BX09 ready to whip it out quickly. Yeah, done that perfectly. It's BX09 PGK 1277. Now coming in to C4 from Coates, BX09 PGO 1278, Legend at the helm. YN55 NHL 377. YX75 KXE. On the C59X to the Forum with Mo at the helm. Now the C67 is behind me with a rear working, but we'll worry about that in a minute. HW63 FGO 1573 with CG10 BUS shortly behind on the 54i. YN55 NHO. But yeah, C67 glimpse there for you. CG10 BUS off to Stroud, and BX09 PGY 1279 on the C7 for bloody Highworth. Well, from bloody Highworth. Here it is, HW25FNN on the C71 from bloody Churchdown. New driver at the helm, well, different driver at the helm. He is I think he's the holiday cover driver. Alex not at the helm today. Now, of course, the coach has a wider turning radius than a bus, so he got out of here. Actually, he's made it very difficult for himself. UK 17 PUL, returning back to Bourton on the Water. No, yeah, Bourton on the Water, not in service. Now, vehicle number 1 for the C9 has already passed me, but here's YN55 NHE 372. C68 PDF 567 in off the C6. I've just said that, off the C68. And look at this, it's the Barnes Coaches ADL Enviro 400 MMC that they've got quite recently. I think it's a YX67 plate, which means it's good, probably. I don't know. Anyway, LF73 DK DXZ. That was YX67 VGY, and now we have 37321 YY150WH coming in about 6 minutes late on the 0851 882 for Deer Park School Grounds, then Kemble. And now we're coming into Cirencester, the Forum. So I'm out on a run at the moment. YJ74 DAA 48172. With the 882 to Tetbury right behind it, only 7 minutes late. SN66 MYB 36929. Wasn't even expecting Ben to be on that, but he is. And off it goes again. YJ74 DAA 48172 on the 77 to Highworth. And here he comes again, it's Ben again. SN63 MYP. SN63 MYP. And coming in is the unpainted E200 MMC Mini that Pullums have on the 855 to Cirencester, the Forum, YX24 PDU. Tracking as BB70 bus. Coming in with no passengers. And coming in, actually running late, is the 882 bound for Gloucester. YY150WH 37321. Back to where it came from, basically. David at the helm. And CG10 bus on the delayed 1740. 54A to Stroud Merrywalks. And we're here again for bus spotting. First up, GL25 BUS leaving dead after the C63. Now, today we have a bit of some different workings which I'll talk about in a minute. YT65 BYR leaving dead after the C52. But yeah, we have a few different workings today. That being BU75WRO, the white MTV Evo settee, today is on the C65, which means I don't know what's on the C64 or whatever it is. And an Omnidecker YN55 NHD 371, followed by the electric BZL. LF73 DXZ. And whipping out now, HW63 FGO 1573. And coming in now, UK17 PUL on the C54 yet again. Coming through now, BX09 PHA 1280, C62 from Yates, and YN55 NHL 377 with a defected wiper. C64 in the distance is an Enviro 400 MMC. Can't quite see, I think it's going to be YW25FNL. I'll try and catch it before it goes in. Hang on, let me zoom in. Yeah, it's YW25FNL. We got a thumbs up from the driver of YN55NHL 377 with that really weirdly defected windscreen wiper. And out comes the C65, I believe. BU75WRO with Andy on mentoring. As a lorry goes past, C53 coming in, YN55 NHO 379. Fab job, he's taken that incredibly wide. And also coming out is a 4-digit Omnidecker. It's Swindon YN06 JWV 1018. And GB70 PUL on the C69 in the other direction. WX57 TLZ not in service. And on a school run, WDD 194. No more Alex on the C71, yet it's still coming in. YW25FNN 80618 with the driver holding on to the parking brake, which, well, handbrake. You don't really need to use it when you're in motion. He's going to cut the corner, lovely. And trying to swing out is 1279 BX09 PGY, returning to depot NIS. Now a bus has just come from behind me, but we've got BU09 JZT 1271 coming in on the C4 from Coat, and whipping out now YN55 NHD 371. Away from the driver, followed by LF73 DXZ, taking it extremely wide. We have a smart driver here that's given space. It's time for UK17 PUL, not in service. Back to the depot. With away from him finally. YN55 NHJ 375 coming in on the C1 from Rushy Flats. It's cold morning today, I can see my bloody breath, and I am filming this on the morning of the upload, so hope you're enjoying. And YR23 HKG, a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter EVM Avantgarde, following on a Barnes Coaches CDPS school run. And coming in on the C7 from Highworth, 1278. BX09 PGO with the legend at the helm, flashes and a wave as per usual. And coming out now is another BX09 plated BX09 PHA 1280. And the C10 from Lydiard Millicent now. BX09 PDZ 1274. Coming the other way is YN55 NHL 377 with that defected windscreen wiper. I love that the driver doesn't care to maybe bend it back in place. Controller probably said, bring it back to the depot. I am running extremely low on storage because it's shown up how much time I've got left. 59 minutes when filming. But it's okay because I've got like 5 videos that need to still go up. Oh, she's struggling when she's got loads of room. Go on. YW25 FNL leaving on the C64, back on a dead run now. And shortly behind that, they're blocking off the whole road, but who cares? Give some space. YN55 NHD 379. And another dead run, of course, they're all dead runs once they leave the college. It's a GB70 PUL back to Bourton on the Water. Okay guys, so I'm actually going to film the lunchtime ones because we've got a bit of a rare working. Well, it is rare, it's not happened yet. So, as you may or may not remember, BU75WRO, the white MCV Evo settee, was on the C65 this morning with Andy. However, the bus and the driver has changed for the lunchtime trip, and we have an ex-National Express West Midlands, now in the new livery for Pullums, of course, BX09 PHJ. Of course, you have PHA at the Whitney area that does the 19, but yeah, I thought I'd let you guys know, BU75WRO, maybe it's VOR, we'll never know. Well, we will know if it's out tomorrow. Anyway guys, so we're going to film the lunchtime trips, all the 12:35 departures. That's C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C7, C8, C9, C53, C59X, C64, C65, and that's your lot. So we'll get those filmed and yeah, we'll see what we see. It's many omnideckers. We even have an 09. And I think at the moment it's only one Enviro 400 MMC. Well, it is only one Enviro 400 MMC, and it's only a couple of BX09s. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of thrash. This will be now the final clips. I'm not filming the evening ones, and this video comes out tomorrow, and I'm at work in the afternoon, so I won't be filming. Anyway, they're due out in a minute, so, well, let's get ready to film them. What I've decided to do is just keep it rolling the entire time, because they all leave at the same time, and they're all going to be pretty much behind each other, and that's going to be your lot. So we're going to start with an Omnidecker, and then finish with an E40D, I believe. So yeah. First out is the C9 for Rawton, YN55 NHM 378. With a Scania coming through. Our second bus is an ADL E40D Enviro 400 on the Dennis Trident 2 spec. With the white sidebind, C3 for Oakhurst, BX09 PDY 1273. Away from the driver there. Our next one is a Damery Coaches. No, it's not. It is a full Swinner's Bus Company Omnidecker C2 for Cirencester YN06 JWM 1015, flashing away from the driver. And the working I spoke about, the C65 for Cirencester College, apparently. BX09 PHJ. I can't read the fleet on that. It's still got the old NXWM one, which is 4827, but it's 80960 with a very slow driver. YN06 JWV 1018 on the C5 for Park South. Yeah, that C65 driver is extremely slow. There's a bit of a gap, so let's talk about that E400 there, so that's BX09, so it's the same plates as the ones that Swindon's Bus Company have. The only difference is it's a slow driver and it's in Pullums. Coming out now is the C7 bound for Highworth, BX09 PGO 1278. With a quick driver. And our first and only Enviro 400 MMC of this time of day is YW25FNL 80617 on the C64 to Eastington, which we'll see again in a couple of minutes' time. YN55NHO 379 there on the C53 to Royal Wootton Bassett. And the next bus, C1 for Rushy Platt, BX09 PGK 1277. BX09 PGY followed by BU09 JZT. Both holding their gears absolutely stupendously there. Of course, the BU09 JZT isn't BX, it's BU, but it is still National Express West Midlands, well, old. And here comes the C64 again. This driver's also fucking slow as well. It is YW25FNL off to Eastington via Stroud. We'll see that again. Well, I'll see that again at probably half hour early. Anyway, guys, we're going to flip around for the outro now. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. That has been a longer episode of bus spotting in Cirencester across a couple of days. I think I started this video on Thursday, Friday. Not Thursday, sorry, it's Thursday today. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos just like this every single day at 6 PM UK time, or as close to it as possible. I've now got a lesson in the next 10 minutes, so I'm going to go to that. However, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Same time, same place, you'll be sure of it. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know your favourite bus that you've seen me film on a college run. Mine has got to be... Oh, I don't know what my favourite BX09 is, but it's defo a BX09, one of them, because they're really quick and sound really nice. Anyway, see you in a bit.